Happy almost spring, everybody! Today I'm just going to share a quick tutorial of how I put together this sweet little Bunnies and Basket riser using the Bunnies and Baskets collection kit with Decor part paper. You will also need some chenille stems, a 6-inch round circle of chipboard, the heavier the better, a couple of large pom-poms for the body, and then 2 medium-sized pom-poms for the head, and then 2 small white ones for the tails. So I'm just showing you here from the chipboard accents where the original faces came from. Now from the project that I'm showing here today, I actually did use the stickers from that sticker sheet that's found in the collection kit. But the original project, I did use the chipboard faces. So I'm just going to show you how to put this all together. You can really design this however you want. There's some pleating of the paper. We make overalls for the little guy that's on here. And just do this up any way you want, but it would be so cute on your Easter table or desktop to decorate a kid's room with or to give us a little gift. So let's get started. Now before I glued the faces, these are the stickers here, but also to the chipboard pieces. Before I glued those to the pom-poms, I did add some baby powder to the back just to remove the sticky part. If you wanted to leave that, it would be fine as well. But just to keep things from sticking to that paper, just kind of do away with that sticky part with some baby powder. And off camera I have my hot glue gun, so I have used hot glue to attach the faces to the pom-pom. I use a lot of hot glue in this project for adding the chenille bodies together, or the pom-pom bodies together, for adding the chenille stems. So a glue gun comes in very, very handy if you don't have one already on hand. Okay, now I'm taking one length of the chenille stem and we're going to make the legs for the boy bunny. I folded the chenille stem in half, and then I'm going to come down about 3.5 to 4 inches, and you see how I'm holding it there. And then I'm going to fold the ends up and out. And to make it stand even better, I then turn those ends back in to make a little V. And then this portion will be hot glued to the base of the circle. Now where it's folded at the top, we're going to take our hot glue, add a dollop to the top of that, and then insert that into the bottom of the pom-pom body. Okay, I've taken another piece of chenille, the chenille stem, I folded it in half, and then I'm cutting in half. And then we will fold and cut in half again, and then those are our 2 arms. Okay, I've now added legs to the girl bunny. You notice I did make her a little bit shorter just by adjusting the length of her legs to 3 inches long. I'll add her arms, and then we will add their clothes. Okay, now we're going to make the dress for the girl bunny. I've just chosen this cute plaid paper from the collection kit and trimmed it down to 2 inches wide by 12. And then I'm scoring it every 1/4 of an inch all the way down the length of the paper, and then we will fan fold to create a pleated dress. I've allowed those edges to dry, the gluing that we just did, to make it all one piece. And then we're just going to slide this over the body of the bunny by the opening there. I'm just trying to form it in the way to kind of make it bell out there at the bottom. Make it like an A-line dress here. So I'm just forming it around the body. Now I'm going to use hot glue to place this, to secure it in place. And you can choose to use just a little top placard over the top, maybe a sticker over the top, or if you want to move the bodice up a little bit higher onto the bunny. Another great option to add to the top bodice of your bunny is to just use like maybe a 3/8 inch ribbon. This is just some older ribbon that I had from my stash. It matched really cute with the plaid. And so I just kind of wrapped it around there, and I'll secure it at the back with hot glue. And then I also made a little bow to go on the back as well. Okay, to finish her off, we're just going to add her tail. This is a 3/8 inch white pom-pom. I'm just going to attach it below the bow with hot glue. And then we'll move on to making our boy bunny. Alrighty, next we're moving on to making our overalls for our boy bunny. I've chosen this blue piece of paper from the 6x6 paper pad. I've trimmed it down to 2x4. Now this will actually depend on the size of the pom-pom that you're using, but this is just one of the larger pom-poms. Just make sure you have enough overlap at the back. So I'm going to find the center of this piece, and we're going to make the leg holes for him. So I'm just finding the center. I'm just making a mark there with my stylus. Just finding the center of that, and then we're going to cut right there, just about halfway up, maybe not even halfway up, maybe more like 2/3 of the way up. I'm just going to cut, and then we will roll this around his legs to form the little pants of his overalls. So for the leg part, I just took the first little flap on the front of the bunny and kind of folded it inward. Fold it to that back. This is for both sides, and you're just going to glue those in place. I now have the bottom portion of his overalls on and completed. So now we need to add his suspenders. I've just cut a couple of very small thin strips, I would say about 1/4 of an inch wide and 2 inches long, and we're just going to wrap those, tuck those in behind the front part of the overalls, and then crisscross them in the back. Okay, and of course the front part of his overalls need a little buckle for the straps, so I've just chosen a couple of small enamel dots to go over the ends of that. It will also kind of hide where those insert into the bottom of the overalls, and you could use little buttons here or any other little pieces that would look really cute for a fastener. The bunnies are complete, and now we're moving on to the base portion of the little riser. So I've cut a strip of the green solid paper 1 inch wide, and I'm going to go along and make small slits almost all the way down. I would say leave about 1/3 of the bottom or 1/4 of the bottom intact, and then this will be glued around the edge of the chipboard to make our grass. Okay, now I'm just fluffing the edges of the grass. Then we'll glue in place around the edge of the chipboard. Just make as much of this grass as you need to completely cover the edge. Then after that, we will glue on our circle of paper to the top. Embellish the top with different stickers and chipboard pieces. And then we'll add our bunnies. And before I mailed off my project to Echo Park, this is the actual first sample that I made. So this is a little bit different than the one that I showed in the beginning of this video. These bodies are white, and I did use the chipboard faces on these. Now the chipboard faces are just a little bit bigger than the sticker faces. You'll see I did cover that circle with some pretty paper, the edging of the grass, and then all of the little pieces I used at the very bottom to cover up their feet. I just layered on stickers and chipboard pieces, made a little stand, but you can just see all the different ways that you can embellish this fun little project. Here's the back. Now for the feet, I did use a couple of almost like little stand feet, little dowels on the bottom. I just painted them white and then hot glued those to the bottom. But you could use old spools, beads, just whatever you want to use to give your riser a lift. And there's what it looks like on the front. Just don't be afraid to really embellish. Make enough for your family. Make more bunnies. Make baby bunnies. I hope that you enjoyed it. Now we'll be sharing some photos at the end of the completed project, the one that I sent to Echo Park. But if you have any questions, please let me know. And happy spring and happy Easter.